What happens when a yoga teacher becomes the face of one of the India's biggest FMCG brands? This company grew rapidly by selling nationalism, trust, and Ayurveda, but faced criticism over quality and misleading claims. Can you guess this company by now?
Patanjali Ayurveda has disrupted the FMCG space.
Patanjali is in every single sector.
Patanjali has taken the country by storm.
A tectonic shift to Indian FMCG marketing today is what Baba Ramdev is doing.
Hi, I'm Shruti. Welcome to One Company, One Story. This podcast is about one company, decision taken by that company, and a lesson to be learned. Also, this podcast is based on publicly available information and is intended for educational purposes only. Founded by Baba Ramdev and Acharya Balakrishnan, Patanjali has grown into a much more than just a product company. It began with yoga camps, Ayurvedic medicine, spiritual teachings, and television broadcast. Before selling products, Ramdev first built trust and mass popularity. Millions of Indians watched his yoga programs on television every morning. Through mass media, he became one of the most recognizable public figures in the country. And then came the business expansion. First, they started with Ayurvedic medicine, hospitals and colleges. Then eventually, they moved towards food processing, FMCG products, personal care items, and packed foods. This became Patanjali Ayurveda. What shocked the industry was the speed, because most of the FMCG companies in India took decades to scale. But Patanjali reached the revenue of around 10,730 crores within just about 18 years, becoming one of the fastest growing Indian consumer brands. That growth scared established chains like Hindustan Unilever, Dabur, and Nestle. So how Patanjali grew so fast? Let's dive into that. Number one is nothing but the nationalism and the emotion. Patanjali positioned itself as an Indian alternative to foreign brands, which is nothing but Make in India.
आज भारत की मेक इन इंडिया
Of the Make in India program is
so that they can make in India.
This emotional branding connected strongly with customers. Buying Patanjali products felt patriotic to many people. With Ramdev already had a public trust through yoga and wellness, here comes the next one, Ayurveda plus trust. So when Patanjali launched toothpaste, ghee, shampoo, noodles and medicine, people believe that if Ramdev recommends it, it must be healthy. So here's the simple economics. Trust reduced customer hesitation. Next is the ultimate one, pricing strategy. So the Patanjali products were often priced lower than their customers. Obviously, so this made them attractive to middle-class families, rural customers, and price-sensitive buyers. So in FMCG, lower pricing plus mass trust means rapid adoption. Last but not the least is the unique distribution network. This is actually quite interesting, Like the Patanjali, they built a different distribution system. Instead of relying only on a traditional retail, they created exclusive Patanjali stores, Ayurvedic centers, super distributors, and local distributors, plus the retailers. This helped product to spread quickly across India. The company even encourages small sellers and local participation through commission-based selling structures. You know what is their biggest advantage? It's nothing but the mass media. That was actually their biggest strength. Ramdev already had a television reach, massive audience attention, and a public influence. So Patanjali got something many brands spend billions on. That is, free marketing through personality-driven trust. Although they were at the top light, enjoying a lot of success, they still had to face a lot of controversies as well. Patanjali did face a lot of criticism for poor product quality in some cases, misleading advertising claims, scientific inaccuracies. So the several products and advertisements came under legal and regulatory scrutiny. Critics also argued that emotional trust was replacing scientific proof, and marketing claims were becoming too aggressive as well. So here's the real business story of Patanjali. They proved something powerful. That is, in India, businesses doesn't grow only through products. They also grow through identity, trust, cultural connection, and mass communication. But at the same time, long-term stability still depends on the quality, consistency, and credibility. One lesson to be learned from this episode is that trust can build a business quickly, but only proof and consistency can sustain it. Patanjali mastered emotional branding, but growth brought greater scrutiny. So that was Patanjali. Trust before proof. The next episode is about going cost over engineering. This is Shruti signing off. See you in the next episode of One Company, One Story.